right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I am the Home Team King, and this is the Winner's Circle. And I have my other host, D'Angelo Entertainment, and we got a great podcast lined up for y'all. Lock in. Let's get to it.
And I am D'Angelo Entertainment. Dad, girl dad, entrepreneur, HVAC mechanic, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm a man of all things.
Yeah, most definitely. So, my boy, D'Angelo Entertainment, my partner in the YouTube crime, YouTube world. But hey, look, this is just, I'm so glad to be here. So glad.
Me too,
look,
man.
You know, let me tell y'all something real quick. The Winner's Circle, me and D'Angelo Entertainment, first thing, win. You know, we created this about a year ago. Long time coming. You know, I wanted to create something where not only I had a voice, but someone else, you know what I mean? And at the time, we didn't know who it was. But when I found D'Angelo, man, it was just great. Like, we locked in. First of all, we locked in on the Commander games, first and foremost, because y'all know I'm the Home Team King. Super duper diehard super fan.
Yes,
and that's how we locked in. He a Home Team King as well, because he root for his home team and he go hard. And we was at the games and you bought me a drink and so he's like, man, you want a drink whole time? I was like, man, why not, man? He got me a drink, and it was all from there. And ever since then, every time he goes to the games, we lock in. But not only that, just seeing him just being an entrepreneur, I really looked up to that. Just him owning clean sweeps.
Clean sweep, got in the Bay hookah. You got
case in point, we got the hookah right here, all right?
You got it right here, man. Can't have it not too far away. You know what I'm saying? So just been able to just get my hands on a lot of things. And the most important part for me, I think it's just more things that I love to do. I think that's what keeps me going, because it's things that I'm into that I love to do, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to have something you're doing and you're passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you said, we've been having this conversation about, live from the field show. And I felt like, I had to kind of, as you, my dog, had to kind of just, give you that talk, bro. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Everything, Kenny, everything.
Well, when I started, as everybody know, okay, now we'll talk about, I have a sports show. And it's called the Live from the Field Show, for the fans, by the fans. We showcase fans and we just do everything sports, because I'm a big home team dude. And again, he is as well. Born and raised Washington, D.C., grew up in PG County. I went to Suitland High School. Hold on.
I went to Central.
So,
Heights.
Capitol Heights, stand up, man. Stand up. Woody, what's up, Woody, man? Everybody else, shout out to everybody on Capitol Heights, man. Much love. I am your child. We are y'all child. So, hey, look, y'all should be tuning in the most. But yeah, so that being said, like, we wanted to, like with this show, I wanted to showcase the winners. And, who else could we pick besides for D'Angelo Entertainment? Not only that, Nevaeh Hookah, clean sweeps. Come on, the rallies went crazy with the rallies. So we ain't gonna get too much into sports. Y'all want to get into sports? Y'all know. Y'all tap into the Live from the Field Show. Shout out to D'Angelo Entertainment sponsoring and everything. And now, like I said, we here. But this show is, like I said, we're not about sports. It's more about winning, like winners, pointing out winners, giving you our ways that we win. One thing about winners, you can't appreciate a dub until you've been through some L's. You know what I mean?
Everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner. Everybody. So let's give applause for everybody.
Let's give it up.
Let's give
it up for yourself. Give it up for yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Pat yourself on the back sometimes, man. Just give love to yourself. Cause like I said, we all winners, man. Like I said, but again, while we here, man, I like to applaud you, bro, on what you got going on, man. I seen the growth.
Oh yeah.
And I love what you got going on, bro.
Yeah. I mean, content creating, it's fun. Sometimes it's got its ups and downs. Like I say, I remember when I first started, I didn't get a whole lot of, likes and follows and all that stuff. But, I just kept at it, man. And, one thing about being a winner, you got to stay consistent. You can't stop, won't stop. I don't know. I don't know about it. Hey, that's Diddy saying, and we can get into that too for certain things. But, nah, man, like, you don't want to stop. Once we start, like I told D'Angelo Entertainment, hey, look, you ready to go, bro? He said, I'm ready. He said, I'm locked and loaded.
Ready.
Because I told him once we start, we can't stop this, because the people, I know y'all going to fall in love with it. And it's just something, it's from the heart, man. Guess what? We living in our truths. And like I told D'Angelo Entertainment a long time ago, this is going, give us a voice in certain things we see in society and politics, just in the world in general. Like we was just talking, we're going to get into mental health a little bit because it's one of D'Angelo Entertainment's segments that he want to go into, and we're going to tap into that. But just to warm y'all up with that, just on shopping, on swore, shopping, swore, And sometimes people don't even know how to ask for help, and that's where the mental health. Sometimes you just need to talk to your brother or your sister, or just talk to somebody. But it's who you talk to, and guess what? It's all about intention. So, and our intentions here just to showcase winners and just living our truths. And hey, guess what? You can see the L's, because guess what? Sometimes everything don't go the way you planned it. Like with the show, it took us, some time, to get it together, but we finally hit. Not even get it together, but just to really just lock in, because once we stop, we ain't gonna be able to stop. So anyway. We kind of introduced ourselves already, which is great. But real quick, I want you in your own words, D'Angelo Entertainment, for one thing. Hey, man, I appreciate you joining the Winner Circle and being here co-hosting with me, because guess what? I'm intense, bro. Everybody can't deal with me, bro. So just for being my partner, me and you created this ourselves. A year ago, it was a fetus, and we grew it and created. And you know what? Now we finally here. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into the journey a little bit more with y'all, but I want, in your own words, to tell the people: D'Angelo Entertainment, Nevaeh Hookah, Clean Sweeps. How you started, with your rallies, how you just started, and you work a 9 to 5 too as well. So, and then we're gonna get into that too, entrepreneurship as well. That's one of our 2 segments we doing: entrepreneurship and mental health. But real quick, I'm gonna sway it to you, D'Angelo Entertainment. For one thing, man, hold on, man. What's up with the hookah, man? Hold on, you gonna pass the hookah or what?
No, man.
You ain't gonna pass. All right, go ahead. You keep doing. I tell you what, go ahead, relax. I get it after the break. But tell the people, introduce yourself. No, for real, introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah.
And in your words, just I want the people to talk to them, let them know who you are and what you bring to the table, man.
Like I said, just D'Angelo Entertainment, a man of all things, an entrepreneur, a dad, have two daughters, a family man. Like I said, I am engaged also. So
okay.
That's
black bag, yeah. Okay.
So just trying to live right, just trying to do the right things in life. And I figure as though when you do the right things in life, right things happen to you. So, and like I said, just having good people, having a good friend as you know what I'm saying, and just be able to be here, be able to start something we talked about and be able to do it and put it in action. But for me, like I said, I am an entrepreneur in a lot of things. I do HVAC full time. Like I said, I do HVAC. I do have my business, Metropolitan First. So anytime you all need anything done to your heat, your air, water heaters, whatever you could think of, you can reach out to us at Metropolitan First LLC. And like I said, power washing. I do have a power washing business also, Clean Sweep. Service the whole DMV area, get your house together. Your house looking dirty and everything. I know you out there looking at it, so call us up, man. We'll come out there, take care of you. Also have my business, Nevaeh Hookah, which is a mobile hookah service, but we're established at La Cage Seafood right in Camp Springs. We're there 6 days a week, so y'all make sure y'all come by to smoke the
that food, y'all. Bon appetit. My bad, D'Angelo. Go ahead,
man, the food is torch, bro.
Superb.
The food is torch. Hey, if you like wings, make sure y'all get them honey Old Bay wings. Get them fried just a little bit hard though.
Fried hot. Like I had them shrimp stuff, but hold on, Denise. We're gonna put you on blast. We're gonna put La Cage on blast, but y'all need to come. Hey, we're gonna talk. Yeah. We're gonna talk because the people are gonna see this, and we got a voice now. We can pop. Hey, we can pop it right now. But yeah, shout out to La Cage. But real quick, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I want to swing to something. Okay. How do you have time, bro? Because I'm gonna tell you something with me. Like I said, we started this podcast now. I was talking about my show. I have a 9 to 5 as well. We're gonna get into entrepreneurship as well. We're gonna lock in with me too, and I'm gonna introduce myself to the people who don't know. But I want to know with you, how do you have the time, to juggle all these businesses? Because it's only 24 hours in a day. You gotta sleep, you gotta eat, bro. What?
It's rough. It's rough. I'm gonna tell you this: as an entrepreneur, you're working 24/7 around the clock. You're probably getting a nap, to be honest with you. Like I said, just balancing out, man. And shout out to my fiance for holding the house down when it is grind time. Because summertime is grind time. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of just holding the kids down and just having 2 kids too. Like I said, my daughter, she got accepted to Bishop McLemore. So, you know, that tuition is going to be crazy coming up. And like I said, man.
Hold on. Nevaeh, right?
Yes.
Nevaeh, congratulations, baby girl. Yeah. Hey.
And that's where I got the name from. That's where I got the hookah name from. Nevaeh. I always try to not put my name, but you know what I'm saying? She was my first. So that's what it was, the name that kind of clicked and it just went from there.
That's what I'm smoking on. Nevaeh hookah. And this is, hold on, not only that, but hold on, I want to say that's a lot of us on the African American community, y'all know we don't know about finance. Well, we don't know about, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't mind me. I'm on brand. It's the hookah. I think it's the hookah. Got me a little lightheaded.
That's the home team king. That's the home team.
This the home team king blend.
Yeah, that's the home team.
Hold on, real quick. This is the home team king blend. Hold on, that's why I like it. So, hey, look, we're gonna have the home team king blend coming to Lacage Seafood, but mainly we're gonna sell it to y'all so y'all can get it online real. So we're gonna tap in. Y'all gotta tap into this.
Tap in.
And guess what?
Tap in, crazy.
Hey. We laying the blueprint down for you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, not only we're going hard this podcast, right? We're going crazy. The winner circle, we streaming off Bucks. We going crazy. We want everybody around the nation, around the globe to hear us. Okay, this is just the pilot episode, but anyway, I'm smoking on Nevaeh hookah. But back to what I wanted to tell y'all. I'm gonna take a little puff. It's a little strong, man. It's a little strong. Hold on. You got the little thing. Oh no, man.
That's how we
maybe
coming,
I got
man.
baby lungs. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And y'all know I'm a smoker too. We working on that, but I'm a smoker too. But I'm like, but nah, it's good. I actually got a good flavor in this hit. I like it with a hair. Yeah. But generational wealth was what I was trying to get to. What I was trying to say. Yeah. Generational wealth. This is generational wealth for her when she has her kids. Hey, guess what? When D'Angelo Entertainment is long gone, he still can generate for his family and his grandkids and his great grandkids. They're gonna be able to look at. He's gonna have a picture. This is the reason why it's hit. And you know what? A lot of us didn't have that, so we don't even know. Like if we a lot of other races, like I said, they Caucasian, even Spanish, Indian, they all have something laid down for their kids.
But but not to cut you off on that, but also that's for everyone. I feel like us as a community within us living in PG County, we see just limited stuff. But my thing was just making sure we own something, have something of our own. Because we work under people, but what do you have to own? You have nothing to own. So you always have to fall back and have ownership. You know what I'm saying? Live from the Field show. That's yours. Nobody can take that from you. You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn ownership. Start somewhere. Get something you love to do and build on it. Stop working under these companies for years and years and don't have nothing.
And let's just say this: you're not saying don't work, because sometimes you gotta build.
You gotta work.
I gotta know. Okay, you gotta work. But guess what? What are you saying? But you still gotta build something for yourself.
You gotta build something.
So you gotta work extra hard then. But that's the thing: people don't want to work, do that extra step to work after their job. Guess what? I be tired, because you get it. You know what I'm saying? You get after. But guess what? We have no choice. And right now we kind of conditioned and used to, but it wasn't always like that. It was a lot of times just like, and we talking about the Live for the Field, so we get into it a little bit, but I had to take it to another level and actually get up off the couch and go to those football games and get up. You got to get up and make that. Like a lot of times, y'all think y'all see everybody doing it from the couch. Casanat, trust me, he was streaming, he was going outside. All these, I'm just using that as an example. You got to put in that work. You got to put in the groundwork. And I think a lot of times these days it's just everything's so quick. Like for now, you don't even have to. You can just go online and look for a job now. Like that's why I don't know why people, they're saying it's hard, and it's fine. I get it. I've had my time with my job searches and all that, but you go right on the phone. We used to have to pound the concrete. I used to have to go, hey, you hiring? That's how we used to get jobs. My first job, Murray Steakhouse, I had to go up in there. Actually, my mama went up there. My mama said my son, he needed a job. I think Durrell was the manager right there on Marlboro Pike. I worked at the one on Alabama Avenue. I worked at the one on Georgia Avenue because they used to move around. Durrell, I think you like my mother, but she was Murray.
You showing your age, Kenny. You said
I don't care. We live in our truths. It's the winner circle. I'm still a winner. Hey, it took me 43 years old to get to where I'm at for real, really. And you can look at me as a late bloomer, but guess what? I ain't never too late. We're going to have y'all 30, 25
Man.
watch. It's never too late. So if Team King
they
doing
had
it, you can
they
do
had
it.
them, man, them bomb steakums, bro. Murray's had them bomb steakums, bro.
Man, they had the bomb T-bones.
Yeah.
You remember the T-bones?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your boy, the Home Team King. Make sure you subscribe to the Live from the Field show. Globally televised on YouTube. The best fan sports show in the world. We global. All right? We didn't tape this week, but guess what? We are back next week, all right? We got a boatload of action for you. Live from the Field show. We got guests. We got trending viral. Hey, look, it's up. Don't miss your chance to get on the show. All right, we back after our commercial break. Again, this episode is in partner with Nevaeh Hookah. Make sure you tap in with D'Angelo Entertainment. Get your Nevaeh Hookah. Hey, you're going to be able to get it online. And right now, you just got to catch my boy D'Angelo Entertainment. Where you be at? La Cage Seafood. Hey, you got other venues too. Where's that? Hold on. The Hookah Lounge over in VA. I love that play. That was pretty cool too, right? We got to get
that. That was Andalusia, but that wasn't me, though.
Okay.
Me is La Cage. They family.
Family. Shout out to
that's gang right there.
Hey, Denise, we putting you on. You need to, yeah.
So, shout out to Denise, too. She's one of the event planners up there, La Cage. Actually, I did. It's funny because how I got in La Cage, it was more of just being present, being available. I was getting off of work, my part-time job, and she hit me up and was like, hey, can you come to an event? We don't have hookah. Came, and that's how I was able to go from 4 days of being there doing the hookah, just being present, being there for the customers, like I said, and we there 6 days a week now. All the days of the restaurant open. So we're there Tuesday through Sunday, and Tuesday through Thursday, make sure y'all come out. We do happy hour hookah. And Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, we there also. Sundays brunch is torch also. But I wanted to go on today. I woke up on mental health.
Okay.
I would say because I got one of my brothers, one of my best friends. Shout out to him, G baby. I call him. He might laugh at me, but I call him G baby, and he's very good as far as checking in on the guys.
Okay.
And the guys are
you need
your friends.
that, man. You always got that one, man. Like we got 4 or 5 homies. I ain't mean to cut you off, but you got that one.
And I guess because me and his daughter goes to the same dance studio, so I see him every Saturday morning.
Hold on, your daughter.
My younger one.
Okay.
Yes, her name Kinsley. So when Kinsley goes to the dance studio on the weekends, we see each other, and he felt that I wasn't there. My energy wasn't there. Yeah, I was just tired. You know what I'm saying? I was just tired. It was one of them days I was just very tired, and he was able to kind of check up on me later on, and I appreciate that. And that's what brings me here today to want to talk about mental health, because again, we're going to need to check in on our friends and our families and just be able to rely on things, because again, we have social media now, which is very powerful. People want to live
extremely.
Yeah, they want to live a certain way, and
people jumping out their bodies for social media.
Man, and it's just more of, I want people just to live in their own. You know what I'm saying? Live in their own. If you can't, like the kids, if you don't have Jordans, you're not cool. Why is that?
Well, because I'm gonna tell you, and that's where I'm gonna tell you a lot of mental health. I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of mental health comes from us putting ourselves on, showing. We make ourselves. It's certain people that feel better when they make other people feel less than them. I deal with it all the time. Like, for instance, I can go around my neighborhood, and certain people, at the end of the day, they might feel like, and we do, as kids, we used to do certain things, but we're not kids no more.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, sometimes they, it's a mirror on themselves. Like, they not really happy with what they doing, certain all the time. And they probably doing like tons of saying they're super duper talented. They doing whatever. It could be family wise. They're doing things, but they maybe don't feel that voice, because a lot of times comparison is the thief of joy. That's everybody says it's a cliche, saying, but it is. So a lot of times, like even in the club, why you think they got sections? They were just talking about the other day about sections in the club. That's why I don't even like going to clubs no more. Back in the day, they didn't have that. That's why people was dancing.
Getting up dancing.
Now, okay,
you
no,
was
I got a section.
On and everything, you know what I'm saying?
But now everybody in sections. Why? Because they want to feel like, oh, we're up here and you're down. That's why I still go mingle. When I'm at a club, I still go, because I want to feel the pulse of the people. That's just how I am. But the point I'm trying to make is just far as like why you don't have joy. Like, and you know, a lot of times, and mentally, you know, a lot of times with kids, you know, as parents, we mess them up. You know, we might have had, our parents might have had, you know, because at the end of the day, as black people, we thought what we wore, that made us who we, you know, that made us look like we had money and we had like clout, or we had, you know what I mean? We were just powerful or better than the next man.
You're right. And as we got older, that's when I guess I started to realize, like, why is it that, okay, just because I got Shaqs on, you got Jordans, that don't make us equal, that don't make us cool. Because it's now these days you can wear anything and kind of swag it up. You know what I'm saying? You just got to, you know, make it your own swag. But I think as I got older and I see it and a lot of kids go through, it's a lot of, this is crazy because this is a real big subject to me because I had 2 family members within the last 2 to 3 years that was not even, I would say, in their early 20s that committed suicide.
Oh my, yeah. Well, we could talk. You know what? Stay
on
that.
Family,
Stay on it. No, because I actually, she didn't succeed. But my cousin, my first cousin, my only aunt, my mother has a brother and a sister. My aunt, her daughter, twice. Her best friend had to call and say, if I don't hear from you, I'm calling the police. And the police knocked on the door, and then she was down there trying, and you know. But so this is definitely. Because I can't fathom doing anything to myself. Somebody got to do it to me. I'm sorry, you got to do it. Like, I can see myself going kamikaze and like, okay, I wouldn't even do that. But I'm just saying that's as far as I'm going to go. But like, where does it come to that point? Like, did you get to that? Have you ever been to that point?
I never been to that point. I think I rely on, let me say this. I rely on prayer.
Amen.
And family. You know what I'm saying? I have a great support system. Shout out to my parents on just having the support family. They're all about big on family. And I think what it is though, I never got to that point. I just go based off my family. Like, how did we get here? We have a strong family. Why did that happen though? You know what I'm saying? But again, I think it all goes on pressure too for a lot of kids. I feel like a lot of the younger generation is pressured. They got to live a certain way. And if they don't live that certain way, they don't meet that standard. They don't feel like themselves. They don't feel like, you know, they're not them. They can't be them. You know what I'm saying? I can't wear Shaq. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Some families can't afford that, bro. But be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Yourself is the main key with everything in life. That's true. And I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. My parents, they bought me. I got a pair of shoes at the beginning of school. Mm-hmm. I got a winter pair of boots, and I got something for spring. My birthday is in April, so I got something in spring. Yeah, and that's why, you know what I'm saying. That's why actually. I told somebody over that's why I started hustling. Because I wanted shoes. All my friends was getting the shoes, and I wanted a box Caprice. Everybody was wearing. I'm telling my age, like I said, but I don't care. I wanted a box Caprice. It was $1,500. My parents was gonna buy me a car, but I didn't want a Nova because my friend, you got that little Chevy, and I actually ended up getting a Nova. But that's what you know what I mean. They used to. I didn't want them laughing at me, but they used to ride with me. Yep. But the point I'm trying to make, it was just all, and it got to the point you just gotta have at the end of the day, as far as tough skin. And I'm gonna tell you something. That ain't tough skin because everybody don't. You gotta pray, man. You definitely gotta pray. Hey, the Lord, like I said, this show to me, like I said, this is divine. Yeah. You know, our relationship, you know what I mean, is divine. And I think we're gonna bring divineness, you know, to the people. You know what I mean? And I think, and this is a comfortable surrounding. You were able to let loose on what we want to talk about. You know, everything we want to talk about, and that's why I think I wanted to kick the show off today with mental health because again, you my brother. I always want to make sure that you got somebody to talk to. You got somebody to rely on. You got somebody to be able to listen to you. That's the most important thing because, again, you could be talking, but are you listening to me? Because that's one thing about my fiance. We learn to listen. Not interrupt, but just listen.
Relationships.
Listen to me.
Like I said, I'm single, you know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of times, it's communication things. And once you find that person that learn to listen, and no, that's great for you. But no, real quick, we're going to stay on mental health. Like, we definitely going to bring that up. Hey, this is the pilot. episode 1. We definitely gonna know. I appreciate that. We're gonna talk about, we gotta talk about mental health and suicide and how that thing. Like I really want, if you want to, we can get into maybe just, I know it's 2 of them, and my condolences first and foremost to you and your family. And all the other families out there, who lost
everybody else too that's going through it.
DC, they just lost, somebody, one of my friends, I don't know him, from Big 3-0, Curly Top. You know what I mean? They committed suicide. Big dude that everybody knew in DC area. So like, and mental, like, why would you die? Like, why would you? You don't know what those people are going through. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you are thinking about it, you know what I mean? Definitely, I want you to reach out to us at the YouTube community. And I give you my personal number as well. I'm pretty sure D'Angelo Entertainment will. But I'm going to tell you something, man. Since we are, this is divine. And guess what? We're winning because this ain't coming from us, This the Lord, you know what I mean? The Lord, our Savior, the Lord that sent a piece of him down to us. Amen. You know what I mean? Amen to that. And we can get into detail of that. But the main thing I want to tell you, it's in the Bible. If you look at your Bible, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Amen. Respect. That means yourself too. You know that, right? Yeah. That means yourself. So at the end of the day, that is definitely something, at the end of the day, the people that do want to leave here, guess what? At the end of the day, it's a reason why you here. You have a reason. If you were supposed to be with the angels or if you were supposed to be with God, I want to just be with God. I've heard, like, that's one of the things I've heard a lot. Like, the Lord wanted you here. You're not ready. Obviously, you're here. You have work to do before you get up there. So, and then not only that, just you need somebody to talk to. And I think it's 9 times out of 10, it's like you don't have that outlet and it's just nobody there. Sometimes people have chemical, balances in their brain. Like I'm ADHD. I know people are like, you can't sit still sometimes. I got ADHD. Yeah. I don't take medicine for it. One of my exes, that shout out to her too. I ain't gonna say her name right now, but she was like, you have ADHD because you're always bouncing on my like you can take a pill for it. You
just hyper, bro.
Like you can take a pill for it. That's why that's why I'm 420 friendly, I think. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you another thing. Like I see myself my ideal self not smoking anything, not drinking, just really being sober, living a sober lifestyle. Shout out to everybody who I know a couple of people that's actually living a sober lifestyle and they doing their thing. And I'm not saying, I'm not knocking, hey, we all in our journey. You know what I mean? Like with me, I'm not a big drinker, but I use, I like to smoke. Let's just keep it real.
But you'll have a little drink here and there, because if I pass you a green tea shot, you'll...
No. I'm a social drinker. Like, I like to drink. Like, you won't catch me drinking by myself. Like, I'm with my homegirl, someone with my girl or something. I'm chilling. We trying to get, where I might be like it. But I have to have somebody with me. At least one person has to be with me. Yeah. But, a lot of times, too, we turn to drugs and stuff like that as well. Sometimes when we alter our brain, that puts us in a state where we might harm ourselves. Yeah. So a lot of times with me, I just want to be sober. So we're
just having a good time. You gotta find your way of having a good time. Like I said, a lot of times I'm not a big drinker. I'm a social drinker too. On that topic, I'm a social drinker myself. I don't really like going nowhere if it don't have hookah. That's just me because that's my that's my, like I said, my way of having fun. You know what I'm saying? Sitting back, chilling. Like I said,
talk about that hookah. Let me get the home team blend. I think I'm used to it now. Let me get that home. You ain't doing nothing with it. Let me tell while we close. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? But not only the so we went to the high level with it with the suicide. We're gonna get into that too as well because it need to be talked about. All right, but the other level too, self-medicating. Like when we're stressed out, like, hey, like sometimes if you like somebody, you might be dealing with someone with your significant other, not you per se, but somebody, out there, they might turn to, I'm going to the bar, or they just smoke a lot of weed. Like, and you talking to a smoker, but I mean, it's only so much you can smoke. I know y'all smokers don't agree with me. The 420, it's only so much, man. I know people that like roll fat, stupid, dumb, like, bro, like, so you only gonna get but so high. So, but anyway, but with me, far as that, shout out to everybody, 420 friendly, you ain't harming nobody, but at the end of the day, I do think that just being sober, your mind not altered. And like I told y'all, I am, a man of the Lord. So in order for me to,
but you're not harming nobody though, bro.
Yeah, but at the end I'm harming myself. And at the end of the day, your body is your temple. So, and you talking to a smoker and a drinker, but I'm just saying my ideal self, not this year, maybe not next year, but we growing. And I see myself, a lot of my friends, my most successful friends, like, and I know they drink and stuff, but like, even, all right, with me, like, I get crazy going to I love to go to the games, right? Me and you, that's how, we locked in anyway. But I'm a journalist now. I got to start doing interviews. I got to start tapping in with people. I can't be all lit, like, going, oh, I'm a fan. No, I got a platform, and so certain things I'm just trying to, just come into my own, you know what I mean? But this is my ideal self. A lot of times, I'm gonna say the reason why I started smoking weed, the reason why I do a lot of stuff, I'm saying I was a follower, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what happened, and I'll get into detail a little bit later. But I ended up when I start getting in trouble for other people's, not even other people's mess up, just by following another person, following the leader. That's when I say, you know what? If I'm gonna get in, if anything gonna go down, it's gonna go down because of me. You know what I mean? I'm going. So that's how I kind of, started. But the point I'm trying to make is, as far as just mental health, I love it. We're gonna get more into these. I can ramble. Y'all know I'm a rambler, but we can get on and on. We go on and on about mental health. But as far as just even with the death, suicide and just self-medicating. Real quick, Greg, far as I want to get into it, we got a little bit of time. But entrepreneurship, man. Like I look at you. As motivation, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, you work a 9 to 5. That's what I say. How do you have the time? Because right now I'm going into my third venture right now. So
it's hard, bro. It's just the balance. You got to just have that balance, bro, and make sure you take time out for yourself too. That's very important. Take time out. Take that vacation. Take that time off of work and relax yourself, because if it's not for you, if it's not you, you're not able to do everything else. So take time out. That's what I do. I take the time off. And I know when it's grind time. You know what I'm saying? I know what time to put that work.
9 to 5 versus business. Give the people some insight, because you own 3 businesses, man. Like, what do you
9 to 5 is, you know what I'm saying? That's the one that's going to pay the bills. That's the one got the benefits. You know what I'm saying? We got to have insurance benefits and stuff like that, because we need those, especially when you got kids or for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, for that just, making sure that's your bread and your butter. You know what I'm saying? To take care of your house. And the other businesses is just to make sure that I have ownership. I want to make sure I always have ownership of something I can rely on. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I don't even say millionaires no more. They call millionaires cheap now. I want to be a billionaire. So with this being said, I want to make sure that I be able to, have for my family, have something them to rely on, have them to withhold the business and keep that up. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a balance. It's rough though. It's hard, bro. It really is. But when you love things and you love to see people happy, and that's one of the things I love to do. I love to see people happy for my services that I do, and that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? It really goes a long way. And just welcome to the winner's circle. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. Powered by Neve Hookah. You can DM me on Neve Hookah on social media, Instagram. Like I said, come through. We at Le Car 6 days a week for the smoothest hookah in the freaking world. Clean, sweet, all things clean. Come get your house nice and clean. I know y'all got them tax dollars. Make sure you get at us.
This is the winner's circle, and we closing out. Hey, listen, we balling. You understand what I'm telling you?
Jim Joe say balling.
Yeah. I don't know about Jim. Hey, we balling, man. I don't know who keeping score, but we not, because we break it. Hey, we taking it to the, it's going to jump off the Richter scale
slam
for real.
Dunking, man.
Straight up. Hey, listen, real quick. First off, D'Angelo Entertainment, I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, bro.
Yeah, sharing mental health as well, your family and everything. And I want to get more into detail on that. We ran out a little bit of time. We definitely talking about that. Episode 1. This is the pilot to get y'all ready, geared up. But this is amazing. So what we do, I'm going to let D'Angelo Entertainment say his piece. But real quick, we have a quote each episode, all right, at the end. And, D'Angelo Entertainment, he'll have his quotes. But I'm going to kick it off for the pilot episode. The quote is, learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. I'm going to say it again. Learn how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. As a winner, guess what? Sometimes it get a little crunchy. When Kobe was playing, guess what? He might have had players that didn't agree with everything he wanted to do, but guess what? He had to take it off. He was a winner still at the end of the day. Yeah. He had to figure out how to win by any means. And guess what? He might have been uncomfortable. Hey, Shaq was beefing, right? He was uncomfortable, all right? Hey, listen. First off, I've been on a few podcasts, but this is my first official, actual podcast that I'm actually hosting with my fellow co-host, D'Angelo Entertainment. My first ever podcast. It's his too, by the way. We live in our truth.
This is ours.
Hey, you think, hey, sometimes guess what? We weren't all the way. This is new. So sometimes you're uncomfortable. It's not about, being scared or being, getting them butterflies. It's something new. We all are gonna, be a little scarce or a little worried when something is new. But guess what? You got it. That's the thing. Getting over that hump and just doing it. It was scary. Hey, Greg, this wasn't, it might have been a little scary, right? When you first figured out, hey, guess what? We're going to really, no, you knew we was going to do it. All right, cool, I'm with it, but not doing it. Damn, we really doing it, Slippy. We really doing it. All right, I'm ready. It,
bro.
And now it's like, but
I was
guess
about to back out today. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, look, I love that. I love that. I wasn't, hey, look, he wasn't going to back out. I wasn't going to let him. He was a little, he said something about the rain, and he said a little bit.
It was, bro. Like, it was supposed to been doing all this thunderstorming and all that. But
I just think he was just a little. It was time, and I think it was just a little bit nervous. That's all. A little jittery, and I felt the same thing with me, bro. My first podcast, even when I started shooting my pilot on my show, I was so shout out to you for getting out your comfort zone, because you know what, he was conditioned for this. That's why it's so easy for him. It's such a transition. He's a winner. Winners, we have to be uncomfortable sometimes, and guess what? Find that pocket when you're uncomfortable. So that's the quote of the day, quote of the episode. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's what winners got to do sometimes. Things ain't going our way. It could be a wildfire going up. It could be a whole storm. Guess what? We still got to handle our business. So anyway, what you got to say, D'Angelo?
I think my quota is, man, just stay in the course. Just stay in the course. I think you're gonna hear a lot about me saying stay.
He giving his quote early. All right, we're gonna have 2 every episode. Stay the course. Go ahead.
Stay the course, man. Just be you. Be you. Be you is great. Be you is awesome. Be you is it's everything. So stay the course. That's gonna be a quote every day. Tell yourself before you leave the house, leave the mirror. Stay the course. Stay the course. It's gonna pay off. We still are. Like I said, I've been in business years. I'm still staying the course. I'm still staying great. Like my boy always tell me, no matter what, show up. You gotta show up. Because if you don't show up, somebody else got your spot.
And sometimes that's all you gotta do is show up.
Show up,
all
bro.
You gotta do is show up.
No matter what, rain, sleet, snow, show up.
Look how you showed up today, and look.
Man, that's crazy. But I'm happy to be here. Like I said, I was telling my daughter today, I like the spotlight, but I don't like being the spotlight. In a sense, I guess you could kind of say that.
And I asked you that a while ago. I was like, man, are you a little confused? I was like, you don't seem shy. You're not shy. I don't think, because you're very outgoing.
I talk a lot, but yeah,
you got to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Once they get to know you, and that's the same thing with me. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you something. The best thing about that, like I love that quote too, but it's almost like, hey, you got to live in your truths. I am who I am, the home team king. I'm not no super big. I don't gotta go hard, go be gangster for y'all. I don't have to be this super duper Rico Suave. Oh yeah, I could pop my, I got my shirt over there. I could do it, but
what you
I'm
doing?
cool. I'm happy.
You hit.
I'm happy. I'm cool with who I am. I'm happy with my New Balance. I'm happy with my pants today. I went to work today. I'm happy with. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, stop letting people steal your joy. Live in your truths. Guess what? If I go out here and slip on some ice and bust my mouth, guess what? I slipped on it and bust my mouth, okay? Yeah. Guess what? If I come out here and D'Angelo Entertainment put me on the spot, hold up, you said this, guess what? He called me out, and he called me out. Hey, he called me out. I got to live in my truths. Hey, you don't want people living your truths? I mean, you don't want people to call you out? You got to live in your truths. You ain't got to lie. One thing, and that's another thing too, like winners, we don't lie.
Yeah.
We speak the truth, and this show is the truth. And guess what? We're going to have guests soon. We want you to get used to and get, comfortable with Home Team King and D'Angelo Entertainment. Y'all see us out.
Don't
D'Angelo
scared.
Entertainment does the
rallies.
Don't bite. He's at Lacoste. Y'all see me at all the venues when I get to out my sporting events and all that. But this is going to really, it gives us a voice just to tap in and to say the things we want to say, to get out there and just give y'all another aspect of us. Yeah. And we don't want it just to be dry. We don't want it to be like a cliche podcast. We actually want it to be a mature. Actually, that's what it is. It's a mature podcast.
Podcast. And we get to talk about everything.
Whatever you want to talk
about. No filter.
Nothing's off topic. Yeah. Case in point, we talking about religion. We talking about mental health. Yeah. We talking about suicide. Yeah. Hey, we talking about the ways to win. We talking about giving jewels. D'Angelo Entertainment. All right, giving us jewels. Don't stop. You know what I mean? Home team, living your truths. be comfortable being uncomfortable. So, we just definitely, a lot of time, I hear a lot of podcasts that just blah, 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 and I'm a rambler too. But when I leave, because guess what? Me and D'Angelo Entertainment, we ain't promised to you. Something can happen today or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We got a long road to go. But at the end of the day, we not promised to you. So, when you leave, we want to, hey, you left with something. You left with some jewels, words to live by. Yeah. All right. And man, without further ado, unless D'Angelo Entertainment has anything he wants to add, this is
The Winner Circle.
The Winner Circle. Episode 1 coming. All right. Also, we are sponsored by Nevaeh Hookah. Make sure you tap in with D'Angelo Entertainment. He's at La Cage Seafood. All right. That's a venue he's at. You want to catch up with him in the hookah. And guess what? We got the home team, King Blend. We're going to go into details, episode 1.
And make sure you all check in also with Live from the Field show. Like I said, man, he talks some great stuff, talk sports, talk about the breaking news, what we got coming up, man. So
yes, sir.
Make sure you all get in and check out Live from the Field show. And like I said, man, he's doing it, man. He's doing it. Like I said, with all this free agency stuff going on, man, y'all tune in, man. Y'all tune into
it's for the fans, but I appreciate that. Hey, and you was a supporter from Jump Street, and I want to tell y'all something. I know because this dude loves his sports, but hey, you ain't hit about this yet. He hit me up like so, and I appreciate you because I told him when we had a talk. We said, the Winner Circle. we're not going. I mean, we could talk about sports. We might even have some sports guests, but even if we're not gonna. If you want to do sports, we can go to the Live from the Field show, like he said, globally televised or YouTube. But we're going to have a lot of people out. Both of us have a lot of relationships, but we want to get into the winning aspect of all our guests. We want to get into the winning aspects of me and, D'Angelo Entertainment. Me on social media. Me building, a platform with my team. D'Angelo Entertainment, all right? Nevaeh Hookah, clean sweeps, we can go on and on. But,
first, man.
Hey. Guess what?
Let's get into it.
The Winner Circle. It's up. Please join us each and every Wednesday. We're going to have a show for y'all. And it's up, man. Like I said, this segment is sponsored by Nevaeh Hookah. Partnered with Nevaeh Hookah. And also partnered with Home Team and the Live from the Field show. Shout out to Truth Teller Network, okay? Lock in with us. Don't miss us.
You can't miss us every Wednesday, 1. Man. We dropping heat.
Hold on. We're going not this Wednesday. All right, we're gonna get the show vamped up for y'all. Make sure we all ready. We're gonna be doing a lot of promo, but we'll let y'all know that following Wednesday we on it. And just so you know, I haven't shot Live from the Field show because we had to introduce the new show, the podcast, The Winner Circle, and tap in with us. We out, man.
We out.